Before I even say anything, I'm going to pop a trigger warning into this one. I would like to talk about a game that I just started playing and my experience with it so far and how I can relate to it and how I can not relate to it that I know of. Hopefully that'll all make sense. Anyway, over the holidays, I decided that I was going to treat myself a little bit with some of the Steam sales that were going on. God damn it, Gabe. And I've been sitting on this game for a couple of years, I think now, and finally it went on a good sale, and I said to hell with it. So I picked up Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. And if you have not played this game yet, wow. If you know nothing about it, here's the short version. Senua is basically a Celtic warrior from back in the 8th century, give or take, who suffers from mental illness, as did her mother. As per tradition back then, she goes off to find herself, I guess, for about a year, comes back, and a traumatic event kind of tips her over the edge. Hopefully that doesn't spoil too much of it, but let me just say right out of the gate, this game is fucking unnerving. Like, you are hearing the voices in her head pretty much at all times from the get-go. And it's a very, as I said, unnerving, but also a very interesting experience because these voices are not always negative. They're not constantly berating her and telling her to unalive herself and things like that. Some of them are actually rather helpful. Before I get a little bit more into this, I do want to say that the amount of work and care that the people behind this game put into it is astounding, right? Like, they brought in actual mental health professionals, people who go through psychosis. Some of the experiences that they go through, took those into consideration and put this into the game, right? So I think they did a fucking a phenomenal job at putting this game together, and the amount of care and attention and detail that they tried to put into it. Is it perfect? No, of course not. Is it a game that can really help fight against the stigma and help people with understanding? Yes, I think it can make absolutely positive steps. Now, the part that I did want to talk about is the voices and how when they do talk down to you, it was something that I felt like they ripped right out of my head and put into this script. If you're any kind of a neurodivergent who, has depression and anxiety as kind of a side bonus to whatever you have, you may be able to relate to this. And please let me know if you think that I'm on par here. But when the voices are coming down on you, I felt like that was something that I experience on a daily basis, like damn near constantly. Not to say that I can relate to the psychosis part of it, at least I don't think I can. That's a conversation between me and the shrink. Definitely the voices, the ones that tell you constantly that you're a failure, that you're a fraud, that nobody in your life loves you or cares about you. The one that is constantly, anytime anybody asks you for a favor, you're constantly questioning, you're trying to line up all the dots and ascertain if they're trying to take advantage of you or if they just want a favor out of you, right? That if somebody criticizes you, that the voice that says that they hate you, that they secretly just tolerate you. As somebody who does go through that, while it's been a very interesting and somewhat enlightening experience, and as I keep saying, unnerving, that's the only word that comes to mind that just really describes it. It is so fucking unnerving. I think if you have the ability to experience this game, I recommend you do, but I caution you to be in a safe place to do it. And if psychosis is a thing that you experience, might I recommend doing it in a Discord voice chat with other people around you so you can hear other voices to ground you. Because I truly am enjoying the experience of the game, but so unnerving, so good, but so, I don't know. I realize this ramble didn't really make much for sense, but I don't know, I guess I just wanted to share that. If you played Hellblade, what was your thought on it? What was your experience? How do you feel? Let me know.